Abuse, a word that rings alarm bells, yet its signs often go unnoticed. It's a shadow that stretches across the globe, creeping into lives, often undetected until it's too late. It's crucial to understand that abuse isn't always physical. It comes in many forms: emotional, financial, sexual, and more. Recognizing these signs is empowering. It's a beacon of hope, an opportunity to break free from the chains of oppression. It's the knowledge that can help us, or someone we care about, to step out of the darkness and into the light. The aim of this video is simple but significant: to educate on the key indicators of abuse, to shine a spotlight on the subtle and overt signs that may be overlooked or misunderstood, because understanding is the first line of defense. Recognizing abuse is the first step towards seeking help and breaking free. Often hidden under the guise of love, emotional abuse can be harder to recognize than physical abuse. The subtleties of this form of maltreatment make it a silent killer of self-esteem, personal growth, and mental health. It's the silent whisper that erodes your sense of self, bit by bit, until you're left questioning your own worth and reality. One of the most common forms of emotional abuse is manipulation. This is when a person uses deceptive and underhanded tactics to control and influence others. They may play on your fears, guilt, and compassion to bend you to their will, painting themselves as the victim when it suits them, only to exert control when you least expect it. Gaslighting is another insidious form of emotional abuse. It's a psychological tactic where the abuser makes you question your own perception of reality, your memory, or your sanity. They may deny events ever occurred, dismiss your feelings, or convince you that you're overreacting. Over time, this can make you doubt your own experiences and judgment, leading to confusion and a sense of helplessness. Constant criticism is yet another form of emotional abuse. Abusers may belittle your achievements, mock your dreams, or find fault in almost everything you do. They may even disguise their criticism as jokes or teasing. But let's be clear, there's nothing funny about undermining someone's self-esteem. The psychological impact of these behaviors can be devastating. Victims often feel isolated, anxious, and depressed. They may struggle with a sense of worthlessness and live in constant fear of making mistakes. And because emotional abuse is often subtle, they may not even realize that they are being abused. But it's crucial to understand this: emotional abuse is not a sign of love. It's not about caring too much or being too passionate. It's about control, dominance, and a disregard for another person's feelings and well-being. Emotional abuse leaves no visible scars, but the damage it does is just as real. It's a silent storm that wreaks havoc on the soul, leaving in its wake a trail of shattered self-esteem and broken dreams. But remember, recognizing the signs is the first step towards healing and recovery. Abuse is not just about violence, it's about control. When we delve into the dynamics of abusive relationships, we find a sinister pattern of power and control. Abusers often exert dominance over their victims in various ways, and this is not always physical. One such method is controlling finances, a tactic that cripples the victim's ability to be financially independent. By clinging to the purse strings, abusers ensure their victims are financially tethered to them, reducing their ability to escape the abusive environment. Another common tactic is isolation. Abusers systematically cut their victims off from friends and family, creating a sense of dependency and loneliness. This can make it harder for the victim to reach out for help or even recognize that they're being abused. Then there's the dictation of personal choices. From what to wear, to who to talk to, abusers may control every aspect of their victims' lives, diminishing their sense of self and independence. Power and control are the abuser's tools to keep victims trapped. Sexual abuse, a topic often shrouded in silence, is a painful reality for many. Let's shed some light on this sensitive issue. Sexual abuse within relationships goes beyond the physical. It's about consent, a fundamental aspect of any sexual activity. Consent should always be freely given without pressure, coercion, or manipulation. It's a clear, enthusiastic agreement to participate in sexual activity. And remember, consent isn't a one-time agreement. It can be withdrawn at any time, for any reason. Now let's delve into how abusers may manipulate the concept of consent. An abuser might coerce or force their partner into unwanted sexual activity. This coercion could be subtle or overt, taking the form of guilt-tripping, threats, or physical force. The key here is that the victim feels unable to say no, or their no is disregarded. It's crucial to understand that any sexual activity without consent is sexual abuse. No matter how long you've been with your partner, no matter the circumstances, no one has the right to your body without your explicit consent. This is a difficult subject, but understanding it is a significant step towards identifying sexual abuse. Recognizing these signs can empower individuals to seek help and break free from abusive relationships. No one should ever feel coerced or forced into sexual activity. Consent is vital. Financial abuse, a less visible form of abuse, can leave victims feeling trapped. This insidious form of control often goes unnoticed, yet its impact can be equally damaging. Imagine being denied access to your own money, or having your spending scrutinized or controlled by someone else. This is a reality for many victims of financial abuse. Another red flag is when your partner sabotages your work opportunities, making it difficult for you to earn or maintain a steady income. They might make you feel guilty for working, or create situations that force you to miss work, undermining your job security. Finally, a major sign of financial abuse is when your partner takes on debt in your name without your knowledge or consent. This can lead to a ruined credit score and a mountain of debt, further trapping you in the cycle of abuse. Financial independence is crucial, and financial abuse is a tactic used to control and trap victims. Recognizing abuse is the first step. The next is seeking help. If you've identified signs of abuse in your relationship or in someone else's, know that there are resources available. Reach out to trusted friends, family, or professional organizations. There are hotlines, counselors, and support groups that can provide guidance and assistance. Don't hesitate to take this step. Remember, it's never too late to reach out for help. You are not alone.